Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tech Sports TV. Sorry for the delays on everything. I literally was asleep. That's not the best excuse, but yeah, that's basically what happened. The Astros are leading 2-0 thanks to a Jake Myers double.
For the injured Jose Altuve.
That's a ball up and in.
San Francisco Giant, the Astros got him in a deal last May. There's a swing and a miss and a fastball. 2-1. Altuve with a broken thumb. You can see
2-1.
That white bandage there is just, you can see a little bit of it, except for that hit by pitch we talked about. In the World Baseball Classic, he is still several weeks away.
Yeah, he's here with the club every day, doing his workouts, running, doing everything he can do with his legs to try to stay in some sort of shape. And when he does heal up, he can get back to baseball activities very quickly.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
It's 3-2 to
Now a timeout called by Dubon.
Dubon. He's doing his once not bad timeout.
If they're going to use it, they're using it with a couple of strikes.
Yeah, 2 strikes. Gather their thoughts.
Fastball at 96.
Dubon with a foul ball.
Yeah, and he's had
Still a full count.
And he got beat with his second and third pitches, and he gave up those 2 runs, especially to the bottom of the order.
3-2 again. And another fastball.
Fastball foul off once again. Still a 3-2 count.
Last time Barrios pitched in this ballpark was 2017. It's been a while.
And that was
Dubon doesn't walk, but doesn't strike out either. So more than likely, we're either going to get a hit or a ground out.
After being staked to a 1-0 lead.
And Jake Myers, after I made the video saying that this is basically could be his last chance.
And an RBI in that inning. Altuve, Reddick, Carlos Correa had an RBI single in that inning. 12 batters came to the plate. He was out of the game when McCann hit a 3-run home run.
Dubon hits center field, and there's the fly out, the first out. Something does need to be done by our TV, but we don't really have. He can be fixed. He's still going to be a really good pitcher, but right now we really don't have. Until McCullers comes back, we really don't have the room to send him down.
Down the left field line. Alex Bregman has hit more than a few did there. Now he hits one to center field. Again,
Back-to-back center field balls, both fly outs. 2 outs, no one on. I really like how after my first video saying that this is Jake Myers' chance to come back to old form. He comes in and does an RBI double to give the Astros a lead, a 2 RBI double, really. A swing, a foul ball.
6'5", 225.
For Jordan.
He's only 25 years old. It seems like he's been around longer. But, I mean, he's still relatively young in baseball terms, but boy, is he a polished hitter.
You look at him in the batter's
We could try Force Whitley for a little bit.
David Ortiz, Stargell, John Mayberry, big slugging left-handed hitters that have a good approach.
Let's at the very least wait until McCullers comes back, though. As far as Whitley, he's doing well now. And Alvarez strikes out on the. That's a 3-pitch strikeout for Jordan, and now we're going to the bottom half of the inning. I do a video on the entire team. I should defend the entire team, and then they just come out and do great. I wish my good luck charm would have worked on Trey Mancini last year, though. Though I don't think I made any videos defending the dude. I know I did some videos defending Jake Odorizzi, and he ended up doing pretty well. Well, man, Trey Mancini. Why? Why? I wish we still had him, and I wish he still did great, better, even better with us. Nothing to do with his ability or attitude as a player or anything, though he does seem like a likable dude. It's the fact that his name is Trey M. Because that's I'm Trey. Last initial is an M. Trey Martin. And just like him, I'm the third. That's why it's Trey. And just like him, Italian descent. I just like, yes, he's an Astro. It was great. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. We did get a title with him. He's not doing well with the Cubs. That's sad.
Places to be in Rogers Center. Nestled in Toronto's iconic skyline with live pregame music and signature drinks.
Set this up a little bit better.
Right now, the biggest problem the Blue Jays have is they got to figure out if he's going to see it. 3 innings, no hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, including Bo Bichette in the first. It's a 15-game winner last year, who again, because of the depth of the staff, didn't pitch all that much. It pitched in relief in the postseason. They just, at least last year, had wave after wave, power arms. And it was kind of an embarrassment of riches in the postseason, how much deeper they were than everybody else.
And because of that, a good starting staff that was really well rested.
Yeah, I remember your wife being a good fan, a Cubs fan.
He's got Blue Jay hitters reaching for that cutter and the slower slider off the outside corner.
Me, I'm dating. The person I'm dating is actually from Dallas, and that's a high fly ball to right center. Dave Myers catch to get the out. Looks like Garcia's doing pitching pretty well. I heard them talk about 7 strikeouts.
As well, but it was on a pitch clock violation, a timing violation. Again, a couple of strikes up, but was not in the box and alert to the pitcher by the time he was called out. Fastball at the knees, 0-1.
No, it's oh, that'd be great if he could. I don't know. It's the consistency issue. It's like I said. One of my defenses when we came to Jake Odorizzi was he's not the pitcher that was inconsistent. Like Luis Garcia, one pitcher we were. Jose Urquidy, Lance McCullers Jr. Lance McCullers Jr. is a pitcher that we absolutely. Bregman, a great catch and throw to get that second out of the inning.
Just inside the bag at 30.
Point for one, dude.
That's the guy. Bregman fields it. You can see a couple extra steps, gets a good grip on the baseball, and throws a strike to a green.
Play by Bregman for out number 2, and then bring up Dalton Varsho, who struck out in his first at-bat. Changeup catches the outside corner, 0-1.
Garcia.
I'm thinking someone who's from Dallas takes up away his base rock. He hasn't been the same. Yeah. Well, he needs to be able to pitch without the big rock anyways, because with runners on base, he doesn't do it. That's a fair ball down the first base line. That's going to at least be a double. Tucker throws it. There's a 2-out double, and out the tying run. The tying run is at the plate.
Another good shot. Hard hit ground ball just over the
Yeah.
bag at
So-
30.
Really?
feel good. That'll snap it 0 for 15 for Varsho. So he's at second with 2 down for Matt Chapman. Walked his first time up.
Hey, Steeler Nation, do you think it's been a fluke outing for the Pirates this early, or do they seriously look like contenders? I say it's too early on to really call anything a fluke outing or to call anyone a serious contender. Because it is still only April, and a lot of teams who have dominated April don't always go and win the rest of the year. And then a lot of teams who have slow starts end up finishing really strong. So it's too early. Personally, I don't think they're going to go out there and be like true World Series contenders. At the most, I think they might be wild card contenders this year. And that's if they even improve. But we'll see. We'll see. It is April, but again, it's only April, and a lot of teams that dominate end up not dominating. It is getting old. This win-loss. We need 2 wins in a row so we can get to 500, please. It's a high hit ball. Or you know what? I'll take, for like the next few series, I'll take 2 out of 1. 2 out of 1 out of Blue Jays, 2 out of 1 out of the next series, so on and so forth. Yeah, Astros are subpar. Like last year, we finished April with 1 game above 500. 1 game. We were like, what, 12 to 11? It was like 12 to 11 or like 11 to 10. Something like that. That's ball on the outside, 2-2. It's just the Astros are just so. It's always how you finish, not how you start.
Now the 2-2. And he made a reach for, and it's popped up for Bregman at third. And that pitch as the Varsho W's left the board.
Yeah, we got through the top of that inning. So you want to hear some? I am dating someone who's from Dallas, and her family, mostly her mother, they're Rangers fans. What? So that's gonna be fun. I've already said I can't support the team, but I will support my girlfriend. And I've gotten to where she will root for my team. She wasn't really a huge Rangers fan because it was mostly her mother. But probably because of family and whatnot, she just can't root against the Rangers, and she wants to get a Rangers jersey that she could wear. So it's like, okay. And so she'll get a Rangers jersey, but I'll make sure I'll get her some Astros gear as well. She's already got an Astros shirt.
Is part of MLB's package with Apple. That game will be on Apple TV Plus. If you're not an existing subscriber, you can access the game with a 2-month free trial of Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
Redeem your free trial now at apple.com/MLBgift.
There's something going on right now between the umpires and John Schneider, the Ruji Granador, after a conference with all 4 umpires at the first baseline. He came over to the dugout while John Schneider out and discussed something with him. But all 4 umpires were converging halfway up the first baseline in between the innings.
Okay.
That was about it.
So apparently one of the Blue Jays was talking to an umpire with all 4 umpires converging. That's a ball down and away.
press box and told to us it's the kind of thing that makes you think maybe almost like batting out of order or something like that, but that's not what's going on here. There's a swing and a miss by Jose Abreu, and it's 1-1.
Your wife's not really a huge baseball fan. She's just from Chicago. Mostly a Bulls fan. Well, the Bulls were really good. That's a nice little blooper hit by Jose Abreu, and his hitting continues to be good. He continues to be batting for average.
Not had any power yet, but you can see he stays on that big sweeper. That ball down away, that swerve that Abreu's throw so frequently, and he was able to put it in play.
So now Kyle Tucker. Grounded out 3-1 on the putout. Terrific play by
Here's Tucker, runner on first, no outs. Blooper hit, that's a double play ball. 1, 2. And the leadoff single has just been erased.
Today they did this play specifically. Where the third baseman gets it, the shortstop, the shit has to go to the bag and then make the throw to first. And Louis Rivera, the infield coach, has done a terrific job of keeping on these guys and the players themselves. They're out here every single day.
Pena with a swing, but it didn't land quick enough as the left fielder was able to get to that ball quickly and get the final out. And we went through that inning very fast. That was a very quick inning with a blooper hit, a double play, and then flyouts. Oh, he'll definitely get going. I'm just not surprised by this whole thing. I mean, the sophomore slump is a real thing, and even Alvarez went through some sort of a slump with some of his batting. I know it's especially after his 2019 Rookie of the Year season, that they found a way to pitch to him that was pretty effective, and it was that low and away zone, and that he would strike out a lot on that low and away zone until he learned how to, pitch, how to bat even with that weakness. Because once they find after a year, they find what your weakness is, and then they sit there and they try to exploit it. And then it's up to the batter to adjust. And then that's whenever you get the truly great players, and then versus just the okay to consistently good to maybe even the flash in the pan players. It's the adjustments. And Alvarez did that adjustment. And it's up now. We just need Pena to start making his adjustment because clearly they found a way to pitch to his weakness. They decided to give Jokes the day off, it looks like. I don't know. I haven't seen him yet. So like I said, I kind of woke up late. I overslept. That's why the stream started so late. I apologize to all of y'all.
Coverage begins with Hockey Central presented by DraftKings at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on Sportsnet CBC and Sportsnet Now. Top 5, 2-0
He's a
Astros.
complete hitter. He is a good overall hitter. He hits for average. He hits for power. He hits for, and he's a very, very patient hitter. Or he gets them walks too.
He'll be followed by Whit Merrifield and Kevin Kiermaier.
It's a ball, 1-1.
Garcia is giving the Blue Jays a steady diet of breaking balls. Either they cut it over the slow slider. He has neutralized their bats. And that's what you've seen. Blue Jay hitter with 2 strikes asking for timeout.
Oh, that's a call strike. I'm sorry. It's a 0-2. 2 strikes. My bad. That's up the middle to Dubon. Throw the first. There's the first out. Yeah. And that, honestly, that's what makes Alvarez so scary. It's not just because he'll go up there and he won't just hit for power. He's not just going to hit a home run. He'll get on base at any means necessary. Dude's a scary guy.
There's nothing on because Bell's at first. And we talked to Merrifield and Bell and Mark Lizinski about it today, and they just felt that Jose Urquidy was very deliberate to the plate, and they could pick on him. And Bell just wanted to use the element of surprise. Mark Lizinski put it in his head. And again, a 2-strike count is not what you expected, and Brandon Bell is not who you expect. As now Merrifield's had a violation called on him, so at a strike, it's 0-2 on Win. 0-2, you can see the signal there from Alex McKay.
I don't think he's a defensive liability. I think he's just average enough. He'll sit there and he can make some pretty decent plays, but he's not going to be the most flashy when it comes to showing off his leather out there in the field. And I am with you that I think he should DH more throughout the year, but he loves playing left field, and he tends to hit better out in left field as well. So I just don't want him to get injured like you don't want him to get injured, and it's just he's just an average left fielder. But again, when people call someone a defensive liability, just like with our pitching, it's just we are so spoiled when it comes to great defenders out there that average looks like a liability. And he does have a cannon for an arm. Dude can throw. That's hits high up. Tucker lands barely fair for Kyle Tucker, and that will be a 1-out single for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, he taken a 1-out single down the line. Well, Team Lavanana, we talked about what a veteran catcher he is. You don't see catchers do this very often, but watch what he does. The ball is popped up, and watch him follow the base run. And now if Merrifield takes a big turn, he's right there on the base to take the throw from the right fielder. I just never understood why catchers just stand there and watch the play unfold, because you don't know what's going to happen. If that outfielder bobbles at the guy,
he threw 3 guys out at the plate last year and 2 in 2021. Yeah, I remember the first time. I think I saw the first time you threw a batter out in 21. It was. I remember getting up in excitement, going, dude, because it threw away the narrative of him being a defensive liability. A swing and a miss.
One and one on Kiermaier. Hit a ground ball to first, his first time up. The infielders a double play depth. Bregman even with the bat. Swing and a miss by Kiermaier. 1-2.
There's the 1-2 count. Out there swinging strikes.
This is the third time he has used this new bat. It's got that big knob on it that he has gone to. You saw with the Cardinals, so many guys using that big knob now to get better balance in their bats.
Merrifield leaning and going.
That's,
Ball taken low. The throw down is
and he is out, caught stealing, and he doesn't believe it. He's arguing with the ump there about the call. They are looking at the dugout phone, seeing if they want to challenge. They're going to challenge.
Yeah, check it. And it certainly looked like Merrifield was safe. And watch the catcher's throw, and it is a little short of the money. And he is on there. And maybe the foot blocked the hand off, and that's the only thing I can think of. And you get good position with that left foot. But it looks like Whitten has the bag, and then did he come off of it? I don't know if you could say he from that angle.
It's a little tougher to tell with the oven mitt on, to be honest with you. If the fingers were on the back, then it looked like he still had contact.
I don't think he
that looks like he was safe.
Maybe I give him credit. He put his foot right in the right spot, especially when these guys slide head first.
Oh yeah, Jasmine McCormick.
Danger down there. There's another play. Watch where his foot is. Perfectly positioned to block Merrifield's path to the base. he's safe all the way because he come off and lose contact. Now that time it looked like he did.
Mania right away in his mind, he came off. Watch the right arm of Mania. You stay here long enough. Mania right away. See, he thinks he's off.
Interesting.
Trying to say, I don't know. It's not clear to me. He could be. He honestly could be safe. It is tough to tell. I don't know if they're gonna overturn it, but I doubt it's confirmed.
So they would need to have some pretty good evidence to overturn it to turn this into the Blue Jays' favor.
I don't know. Is the crew chief? Is the one that was listening to the like him?
Not gonna lie, early on, Chas McCormick was a player that I was a little disappointed. Really?
There's the tap.
Really?
Now he got his hand wrapped around the foot.
Really?
Mania.
Stance. So it's not clear to me. Like I.
Stance means they're just going to leave it the way it was called because they don't feel they have enough to overturn.
Yeah, and Snyder obviously not happy with it, and you can see why. Merrifield was safe and ruled that he lost contact with that bag at second base.
That's a swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout, and the inning is over. And this could be a momentum killer for the Blue Jays. Oh. Yeah, that did not. I would not have been surprised if that was overturned. Oh, yeah, his postseason performance. That's. I'm with you right there. Because I wanted Jake Myers' form to come back, and I was all 100% in Jake Myers coming back to form. All until the postseason hit. And I'm like, okay, Jazz, yeah. And then the catch in the World Series. The game's 5. Yo, Daniel Barry. What up? Yeah, that catch in the World Series there to save the game. 100%. 100%. Yeah. All these rings are like different sizes, and this one's the fattest. I don't think I'll ever fit into this one. Daniel Barry, the GOAT.
Your favorite Blue Jays do. Visit BlueJays.com/tickets. We have seen a lot of Jays fans here in Houston, a lot of Blue Jay fans from Saskatchewan here in Houston. You and I met some very nice people as we were walking out of the ballpark last night. A lot of folks have come down here to see the Blue Jays.
He has to pitch to Hensley.
Right, it's a good city, and you know you're going to see baseball.
The ball of pie.
It's rain out, so when you move here, and there's a lot of other things to do. Of course, this is space and city. There's a lot of asphalt.
That's called strike.
Places you can visit.
The 1-1 to Hensley. That's another call. Called strike 1-2. Hensley's problem right now is that he's a bit too patient. He needs. That's a call. That's a ball. 2-2. Yeah, he needs to work on his pitch selection just a little bit because he strikes out a lot more than Dubon does, and he doesn't actually chase a lot of balls. That's a foul.
Some of the folks from Saskatchewan, people
If we can get the chase rate of Hensley, but the strikeout rate of Dubon, we have one of the most elite batters of all time. Because the patience of Hensley with the contact ability of Dubon, probably the best hitter of all time. Not a whole lot of home runs, but that batting average and getting on base, the singles and doubles would be elite levels.
Junior's hats on. It's always fun. You don't expect it.
That's a ball to Jake Myers. His one swing.
We're a long way from home right now.
Jake Myers, a hit to right field. Routine fly ball for the right fielder. Oops. That's 2 outs. One more out to go in this one. And the Houston Astros, Jake Myers, he's the reason the Astros on the lead right now with the 2-0. He's got that 2 RBI double earlier in the game. Here's Martin Maldonado. That's a ball on the outside to Maldi. 1-0. That's a swing and strike. That is 1-1. That's a ground ball to the second baseman. That was a slow grounder. If that was a speedy batter, that could have been saved, even with it going to the second baseman, because they would have had to rush that and everything. But because of how slow of a grounder that was, but because it was Maldi, easy. He's batting better than he did last year. He's batting up. Last I saw, he was batting over 200, which is crazy to think about, that he's batting over 200. Either way, the Astros still lead this 2-0, and we are hitting up top of the 6th inning. Top of the 6th inning. Over 250. Bruh. Honestly, 200's way better than he was doing last year. Because last year he was batting below 100. From below 100 to over 200, it's better.
Style refresh for this season. Check out the new food drink options. Shuffleboard tables, arcade games, and live entertainment. BlueJays.com/outfield district. Blue Jays are back home on Monday. A week-long homestand.
Wow, okay.
3 with the White Sox, and then 3 with Teoscar Hernandez and the Seattle Mariners. Tail will be back.
There's a called strike almost damn near the middle. No balls, 1 strike, top of the 6th. Yeah, batting 250 is asking for too much for Maldi, honestly. His batting average is going to go down throughout the year, too. Law of averages. He's batting too good. Hensley over to his right. There's the first out. A 2-pitch out to get the first out. Garcia is looking to get through 6 innings here.
Tonight, one is they're playing the Angels tonight. Judge both has hit a home run and has taken a home run away from Shohei Ohtani by going over the center field fence to make a great catch. The Yankees lead the Angels 2-1 in the seventh. The bigger news out of New York baseball, though, might be what happened with the Mets today, as Max Scherzer was ejected from the game for, in the eyes of the umpire, having a foreign substance on his glove or in his glove, and Scherzer swears it was rosin.
Max Scherzer.
Just had a similar kind of a situation, but they said, "Okay, we believe you, it's fine." But Scherzer got kicked out of the game.
Yeah, I can't imagine Max Scherzer in his stature, and he's been a big league pitcher for a long time. He understands the consequences. I can't imagine him having
How? Max Scherzer, isn't he? Oh my gosh, the hypocrisy. Max Scherzer, you're getting ejected for the very thing that a Yankees pitcher was doing. Wow. Max Scherzer, you heard that too? Wow. The Yankees pitcher did the same exact thing. Wow. Hold on.
Stringer pops it up and tosses his bat away. Has not had a hit in the series.
He's haven't done much against Luis Garcia. Marshall had a double down the line. Merrifield had a single, and it's been a frustrating trip to his old hometown for George Sperm.
Yeah, Max Scherzer, he's on the Mets.
Two down. Here's Bo Bichette.
Despite, wow.
Blue Jays with just 2 hits.
Wow. That's bull. If I was a Mets fan, I'd be up in arms with the umpires. I'd be up in arms if I was a Mets fan.
Hit Jeremy Pena, walked David Hensley, and then the number 8 hitter Jake Myers hit a 2-run
Domingo, yeah. Yeah. They're both New York teams too. That's an interstate intercity rivalry right there. Oh, I'd be up in arms. I'd be angry. I can't imagine the angry tweets from Mets fans right now. The videos. Wow.
Number 70 on a changeup. That kept the inning going, and then Jake Myers, who's had a good series, gets a fastball out of the plate, cashes in.
That is. Wow. He's over here. So one pitcher says, Rosen, they go, okay, just wash your hands. And he gets a second look, and it's still there. He says, you gotta wash your hands again. Max Scherzer, just not even a second look. And he says the same thing as the first one, and he just gets thrown out. I'm making a video of this afterwards. Wow. The hypocrisy continues with the Yankees. And they want to say, the Yankees fans want to say, we're the ones being protected by the MLB. I don't care. That's not enough of a reason for me. That's still complete hypocrisy to me. The dude got 2 chances. Well, really 3 chances. That was his 3rd chance. Because he got caught once, he got caught twice. He had a third chance essentially. And then Mike Scherzer just wow.
He has done a great job of mastering that outside corner to the right.
Wow. Oh, that's just crazy. Yeah, as a Yankees fan, I mean, as a Mets fan, I would be up in arms, and I would be letting all the Yankees fans hear about it. Abreu with the backhanded stop, toss to Garcia. Garcia guarding first to get the out. And the inning is over. We now go to the bottom half of the inning. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Whoa, that's just, man. That is crazy. That really is crazy. There's just, I was, I was not expecting the special treatments to start this early in the season for the Yankees. I was not expecting it to happen this early. I was expecting it to, like, after April. April's too early for this. Yeah. Wow. I did not make a video on the Domingo when he did that, but I have to make a video now for Domingo. I gotta look at that clip. That's just crazy. And who was he doing that? Who got ejected for being mad that they didn't? Because there was a player on the other team.
His last couple of starts, gave up 8 in his first one, 8 earned runs in his first one, 4 in 4 innings against the Angels, just 1 in 5 innings against Tampa Bay. And again, he's given up 2 tonight, but I think he'd be the first to tell you it shouldn't be in. He just kind of got away from his game plan a little bit in the second inning.
Yeah, sure did. He hit a batter, walked a batter,
Yeah.
and Jake Myers hit that 2-run double. He runs to the ball game.
100%.
Swing.
That's the first pitch swing to the second baseman. Oh, Aaron throw, and he's able to reach.
And that was as routine as you can have a throw in Merrifield. He just threw wide of the mark. Ronnie was all set up, ready to take the throw. And
that was an errand throw.
He's got plenty of time. Rights his feet, stands up, and just throws it right into the dirt.
No, wow.
Really handcuffs Vladdy.
Dubon reaches on an error. That's why you always run it down, no matter how routine the play is. And didn't I just say that last inning? Whenever it was a routine play to second baseman, I said if it was a speedier guy, because of how slow that ball was, he probably would have reached. That was a bit of a harder throw. In this inning, routine play to second baseman, and he throws the errant throw because of a speedy guy running down the base. Wow. I like whenever I say something and it just happens. I honestly like it. It makes me feel good. That's a strike. That is. This ain't the first time it's happened, and it's probably even gonna be the last. But it's happened since I've started streaming, where I'll say that's a double play ball. A double play in the errant throw is erased. Wow, but I'm psychic. Yeah. Wow. There's Jordan. This ball on the outside. This has not been his best series. He was hitless. What's it called? Strike. He was hitless game 1. I didn't watch game 2 because I was working. And then here in game 3 of the series, he's still hitless. This has not been the best series for Jordan. And there's another routine play to the second baseman. Jordan just jogging there. I do enjoy whenever, because it's, I don't know, maybe after I get big enough on YouTube, I sit there and then I start advocating to become a manager on the Astros, or like just some sort of coach. Because I'll sit there and then I'll say, man, if you would have ran, if you would have had that play, and then that just happens. Because man, my last one? Maybe one day I might go through like all of my streams because I can't do all of them because I didn't record all of my predictions. Like, because I'll be watching a game. I don't always watch it and stream them, obviously. But I might go through the history of all my streams where I say something and then it happens in the game because it's happened quite a bit already.
Beginning April the 25th, every Tuesday home game at Rogers Center is Looney Dogs Night. Also, on April the 25th, get a load of this one.
I know baseball. I may not know as much Astros trivia, but I do know baseball. I do know something about what I'm talking about. It's much better than the guy that was behind me a few days ago whenever I was at the game. That guy was annoying. Dude had no idea what he was talking about. Kept saying, "Oh, that was an easy play." Yeah, well, if that was so easy, why aren't you on the team?
2-0 Astros, top 7. Blue Jays are going to get it going. They better get it going soon. Guerrero, Varsho, and Chapman. 4-5 hitters coming up.
That's a hard hit ball to Bregman. He throws a far throw. That was not a routine play. He had to. If Guerrero was actually sprinting down that line, he would not have made it. But that was a great throw by Bregman.
So now Dalton Varsho, who has one of the 2 hits the Blue Jays have tonight, he's got a double. He's the only guy.
That's stupid.
Second base for the Blue Jays.
If a team wants to screw themselves over by giving a player a 10+ year contract, let the team screw themselves over. That is stupid. They're never going to agree with the Players Association. Will never agree with that. If Rob Manfred's going to be pushing that, we might end up with a baseball strike because the Players Association, with whenever the next contract happens, they're never going to agree with that. They just aren't. There's 2 down. Bregman getting both outs this inning.
So with 2 down and the base is empty, Matt Chapman taking a little bit longer to get in the box, although there is a game clock between.
Oh well.
Two, so
like I said, the MLB as a whole won't lose money out of it. It's the team that really screws itself over. That one team is the one paying for the player. And honestly, over 5 years, what's wrong with a 6-year contract? It's an investment that doesn't always pay off, and I doubt. Yeah, that is MLB. Agreed. That is MLB's problem. And honestly, I highly doubt that every single over 5-year contract they lose money after 5 years. That just seems so arbitrary. It seems so arbitrary that it can't even be true. Every single contract now. Maybe on an average basis, but again, that's because players regress, and that's not MLB as a whole. I guarantee you that's a team problem. Trying to make you know why they really want to do it? This is my reasoning behind it. It's because the Astros. The Astros have had this philosophy for a little while now of not giving players over 10 contracts too long. Like nothing over 5 years. And they've been very successful with that. Because the Astros have been successful, they're trying to say, because the Astros have been super successful, just giving players no more than 5-year long contracts, they're going to say, you know what, we're going to force every team to do that now because we're sick and tired of the Astros just doing things better than everyone. I guarantee you that's the real reason. It's a 2-2 count. And that's a strikeout, and that's the end of the top of the inning, the top of the seventh. We're now going to the bottom of the seventh. As Garcia pitches through 7 innings, 7-inning shutout for Garcia. Garcia's pitched a really great game so far. A 7-inning shutout.
Golden Knights. Game tomorrow night at 10 Eastern, 9 Central on Sportsnet, CBC, and Sportsnet Now.
That is the NASA Museum here in Houston, and if you're ever in this area, that is a must-see location. It's terrific. All the history of the space travels of NASA.
As much as people say that he really could have done that and buried them fully, he really couldn't. Reasons for that: one, it'd be a dangerous precedent set for the MLB, and then you'd have to sit there and argue going back in time about stripping away trophies historically, and then you got especially Abreu grounds out. Historically, especially when it comes to teams like the Yankees, that'd be a problem. That'd be a problem, especially for teams like the Yankees, who are historically cheating teams. Teams like the Dodgers, teams like the Red Sox, these huge big market teams who have a long history of cheating. It would have been a dangerous precedent set, and the MLB owners as a whole would all be upset about it. The Astros organization would not have stood still for it. There would have been legal battles down and set. It was a calculated effort to not strip away the trophy. It would have been a dangerous precedent. It would have the argument of going back in time, the argument of all of this, especially coming out like a lot of players would have come out angry. It would have been a disaster for the MLB. An extreme disaster.
The point of the arbitration by the club is to say, well, we don't think he's worth it. We like him a lot, but here's why we don't think he's worth it. And you hear a lot of negative things. Well, he's not a very base runner. He doesn't have an on-base percentage we like. And some players can't handle that. And fortunately, I think the Blue Jays like the fact that they avoided arbitration before the shed signed for a 3-year deal. But it's the most valuable tool for the baseball players that has ever been to arbitration, because you compare yourself to every other.
You know what?
They have never gone to arbitration with Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
They've been able to agree on 1-year deals each of the last 2 years when Vladdy has been eligible.
Honestly, I also just thought of something. Thinking back to the 5-year contract thing. You know how stupid that would be, money-wise? Players like Ohtani, like Judge, those players who are looking for them 10+ years contract, the teams love to sign for 10 plus years. A lot of times they extend their contract so that the yearly average is lower. Then yearly averages are going to go up by an exorbitant rate because they're going to want to take advantage of the fact that they need to get paid now instead of just years later because they're going to regress. Every player regresses, and they don't want to have to deal with the regression.
1-2, the count on Pena. And a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, and Pena strikes out. Runner on first, 2 outs.
This is the Budweiser home of homers. Don't miss out on purchasing.
Yeah, them players, they're going to be, because players, they want them long contracts for financial reasons. It's not just that because it's overall more money a lot of times, and it's stability. They'll sit there and they'll have a stable income for a decade, which is a good thing to want. And every player knows they're going to wrestle in the later half. So what organization, what they're doing is they're paying for that first half and paying at a lower rate, so that and then they'll just eat it up in the second half. They try to get that championship in the first half of the contract. That's what it's about. Because by the second half, the organization also knows it's not going to be productive. Well, with taking off that second half there, a lot of teams are not going to have to pay twice the amount because they're going to because players are going to want that made up. They're going to want that money made up. There's many reasons why this is stupid, and I think that's going to be the number one reason. It's going to destroy the whole contract structure as a whole, and a whole debt ceiling that we have. Teams like the Yankees, teams like the Mets, teams like the Dodgers, then big market teams, I think it might end up hurting them a bit, especially. And it's gonna hurt players a lot. It's gonna hurt the big market teams a lot. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt MLB. Like, this is a dumb decision. That's a high fly ball, center field, routine out for. There's the routine out. I going to the top of the 8th, I believe. We're dealing with the. We're really going to be taking advice from the Angels. What's up, Jeff? How are you doing? Yeah, be smart about the number of years you give and be smarter about the players. Don't take advice from the Angels. The Angels would suck no matter if it's 10-year contracts or 5-year contracts. Why? Because they overpay for washed-up players that don't perform during their contract years. The only 2 players that they've really signed that outperform their contract is Mike Trout and Ohtani. Shoot, his first name escaped my mind. I almost said Jose Ohtani, and I know it's not this. Shohei Ohtani. Those are the only 2 players who outperform their contract. And it's just take advice from the Angels. Any contract hurts the Angels because they don't know how to sign players. Yeah. Good luck to your Blue Jays. I hope y'all are having quiet this game. You were quiet at this game. You were somewhat quiet the first game, but y'all scored 4 runs in the second one, and y'all took the win from us. Unfortunate. I just really would like a win here. My team is just so far behind. Well, not so far behind, but we need to get up to 500. Yeah, they are 100. The Angels, all they do is give bad contracts, and no matter what rule they put in place, they're just going to keep giving out bad contracts until they get a new owner. The Angels and the Angels GM, they're just notoriously bad at giving out contracts. They have never been good at it. It's wow. The only time they were good at it was whenever they were owned by Disney. A base hit, and they got a leadoff single.
He is not the tying run, but yes, there's the answer to my question right now. Would they run for him? And yes, they will, as John Schneider sends Santiago Espinal to first base.
Yeah.
A pinch runner's coming out.
Eighth inning, they haven't had any base runners, so Kirk gets a leadoff single, and it'll cost a runner in for him.
And now with Merrifield, 1 for 2.
That's a fair ball down the third base line. That looks like it's going to be enough to score. So wave him around third. Jokes picks it up. No throw. And the Blue Jays get an RBI double. And now the tying run is on second base.
It wasn't a time run when Kirk got the base hit, but he knew he needed to have a guy that could run, and Merrifield delivers him in from first base with the double. A terrific move, proactive here in the eighth inning, and Merrifield hits it right over the bag. It goes down in the corner. Louis Rivera waves around Santiago from third base, and he'll score. And just like that, it's a one-run game.
And Whit Merrifield has gotten hot. He is 7 for 15 with 3 doubles in his last 4 games, and he's going to find himself in the line of it. I got to believe more and more.
Absolutely. He fits the profile of what this Blue Jays team is trying to put together.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier, who at the very least wants to get him to third base.
Yeah, he's got to move him over.
There's a called strike.
You could drag bunt to the right side.
No outs so far in this inning. And the tying run is at second. The go-ahead's at the plate. Foul back.
Down near the bottom of the order right now. Kiermaier hitting 8. Kevin Biggio's got a bat in hand. Nathan Lucas is on deck. And remains to be seen. I mean, if Kevin's doing that, maybe John Schneider's already decided that Biggio's going to pinch hit for Lucas. One left-handed bat for another.
Let's go out on low, 3-1. I don't either, man. I'd like to take 2-1 over out of the Blue Jays. Come on, Montero. Fouled off. 3-2.
First run of the night for the Blue Jays coming here. They've got the tying run at second with nobody out. Not off again.
Fouled off again. Gone. A pop fly or a strikeout?
Very strong effort by Jose Barrios tonight. He appears to be done. That pop has been up in the pen. 7 strong innings for Barrios. The Blue Jays tie it, maybe take the lead here in the 8th.
Another foul ball.
Good job to reach that outside pitch. He found a couple tough pitches inside and extended out of the plate to foul out the arm.
We are 100% better than this. That shows.
Lead out at second by Merrifield. And another 3-2. And it is outside ball 4. What a job by
Ball 4. We got runners on first and second now. The tying run at second to go ahead at first, and there's still no outs. There's a mound visit as the infield comes in.
Jim, they gotta know what's up. If there is a sacrifice, what the defense are going to use, what pitch you're going to throw. I want to know everything that's going on in this situation. Lucas is a guy that can handle the bat.
I know Jeff is happy, Blue Jays fan.
This season.
I know Mile High is also happy, another Blue Jays fan.
This is something that Lucas has done a fair bit in the minors. They do want to put it on right here. Well, they got good base runners out there, don't they? In Merrifield and Kiermaier. This could go a lot of different ways. He squares. And it is off the glove of Maldonado to the backstop. And the runners will advance the easy way.
A pass ball, and it's now runners on third and second. Tying at third, go ahead at second, and the double play is now gone. Pop flyer strikeout.
Scoring yet, but it's got to be. And now officially,
No out still.
Pass ball. The infield is in now for Houston. And what a spot here for Nathan Lucas.
That's a strike, two. That's a ball. Wait, what do you mean 1-1? I thought he went for it. Oh my gosh. Okay, 2-1. 3-1.
He mentioned it. He is very youngster. He's got a lot of experience in the minor leagues. He's very patient.
Concerned, Dusty Baker looking on. Swung on and popped up third base side, and it'll wind up out of play.
Foul. It's a 3-2 count now. Abreu's warming up in the pin.
Blue Jays have scored once and are threatening to do more than that here in the eighth inning. And that guy was right in the middle of it. Merrifield with an RBI double. Walk to Kiermaier, a pass ball to move both up.
And he walks. The bases are loaded with no out. Springer's at the plate. The bases are loaded for Springer.
He retired the second order in that inning last night, and the Blue Jays they got energized when they saw Luis Garcia leave the ball game, but he had thrown 97 pitches, and they went to the pin. That didn't work.
Abreu coming in, top of the order, coming up.
Abreu's coming in. No outs, bases loaded. Only leading the game by 1 run. I don't like this. Springer's up to bat. He has not gotten a hit this series. Oh, man, I don't like this. Springer, at the very least, we know he's able to hit it out to the outfield. Most of his outs have gone that way from fly outs out in the outfield. That's enough to score a run. Oh, yeah. I don't like this either. This is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good.
Jays baseball partnership. You may not reproduce or retransmit in any form of the appearance and description of this game. You may not be disseminated without the express written consent. Rogers Jays baseball partnership. Mickey Dog's Night at Rogers Center. Dollar Dog's Night at Minute Maid Park. Both equally successful. Here is Ryan Ray in his outs for the one game. Blue Jays have a run in. They have the bases loaded. There's nobody out. And it's not to the order.
I don't like this.
He's coming out. This guy is, can be at least as tough as it gets. George Springer is trying to change this game on the swing of the bat. Still ready for his first hit here in the series.
That's a foul ball. 0-1. That's a ball. All of our losses have come with Maldi behind the plate. All of them. You have not lost a single game when Maldi is not behind the plate. That's a ball. 2-1. That's a swing and strike. Come on. Come on. That's a ball. It's a full count. You've got to throw a strike here. You don't want to walk in time run. Here's the pitch. On the way. Caught. Bregman. Caught it. Cut the line drive by George Springer. 1 out. And we're a double play away from getting out of this. Oh. What a snag by Bregman. Oh. Bregman. A strike called on Bo Bichette. A pitch clock violation. Fouled off. It's an 0-2 count. Oh, come on. The feed got cut out? Really? It's another foul ball. How's my heart rate? Way too up. Too far up. Oh, I'm so stressed right now. Oh man. Come on. Get back into the game. That's another foul ball. all stressed here. We're all stressed here. Astros fans and Blue Jays fans alike. Come on. Double play, please. Double play. I'm sure you have. Foul off. Mm. Come on. Swing and strikeout. 2 outs. 2 outs. 2 outs. 1 out away from this. Just 1 more out. Oh, okay. Abreu. Brian Abreu. You do this. You are. Go. Okay. Dog. Abreu. You got. Please. Show that dog. Vladdy. Shoot. You gotta throw a strike to him. That's a ball 1. You gotta throw a strike to him. You can't walk him. Oh man. That's a ball 2. Oh man. Come on. That was a great catch by Bregman. That was a good strikeout by Abreu. Come on. That's called strike 1. Oh, this is stressful. Oh, this is stressful. Fouled off. So 2-2. 1 strike away. Come on. Oh. Come on. 1 strike away. Fans are standing up in the stands. I think your heart stopped. Oh. The fans at the stadium are standing up. Fouled off. Ooh. Oh, this is so stressful. Come on. Come on. Got the ball. The full count. We cannot throw a single ball. No more balls. No more. You got to throw strikes from now on. You can't walk into tying run. You can't walk into tying run. Sorry, Brady, but you got like no leeway here. Oh. A mound visit. This is the 3rd mound visit this inning. We've thrown 7 pitches of this at 1 at bat. Vladdy just strike out. It was the 8th pitch. Foul ball. Foul ball. Oh, that was a bit of a scary hit. Here's the 9th pitch of the at-bats coming up. I just said that. Hit high up. Easy play. Routine play for Jake Myers. The inning is over. Inning is over. Bregman and Abreu both clutch right there. A clutch line snag and a great pitching outing. Both of them combined to keep this game. Jake Myers, thank you too. That was a routine play, but thank you too for catching that routine play. Innings over. We're going to the bottom half of the 8th inning now. That was way too stressful. Oh, that could have been bad. This could have gone so ugly, especially if Bregman would have missed that line drive right at him. And that was not an easy play by Breggy. That was he barely made that catch. That was not an easy snag. This could have been so bad for us. Thank you, Bregman. Oh my God. Thank you, Bregman. Oh, that was almost real scary there, yeah. Yeah, one more run, give us a little bit of that buffer before we go up to the top of the 9th. Oh, that was... Thank you, Bregman. Bregman, defensive MVP right there. Abreu and Garcia, both there. Great outings. And Jake Myers, offensive MVP right now. He's the one who's drove in the 2 runs. Ooh.
A stretch of 3 batters with 2 outs cost him 2 runs, and that has allowed the Astros to lead it here. And going to the bottom of the 8th, that new pitch would be Zach Platt, who's been going the ball very well all season long. This will be his 10th appearance.
Abreu really is him. He got the dog in him. Abreu coming in, no outs, bases loaded, and doesn't allow a single run. That was a great outing by Abreu. This could have been so ugly for us. This could have been so ugly. Bases loaded, no outs. Now we're at the bottom of the 8th, though. There's the first batter. Jake Myers. That's a ball on the outside. He's responsible for driving in the 2 runs that the Astros have. He's responsible for the lead offensively. Bregman and Abreu defensively are.
Bob struck out Myers on Monday night. It's the 8th inning and struck out 3 in that inning. Gave up a single to the pinch hitter Salazar and struck out the next 2 guys.
A swing and strike.
Snyder is really
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ability of giving him weapons against righties and lefties, and now the batter is asked for time.
Jake Myers uses his 1 timeout.
Myers, Maldonado, and Dubon, 8, 9, and 1, scheduled here at the bottom of the 8th for the Astros. Zach Pop is not allowed a hit to a right-handed batter this season.
Jinx, please be a Jinx. Has not allowed a hit to a right-handed batter this season. I wish that would have been G. Abreu with a .87 ERA is insane. Is that really Abreu's ERA? That is insane. Here's Maldi. He's probably going to get out. What's Maldi's batting average now? Because he hasn't gotten a hit this game. 186. Maldi's batting average is now 186. Dang. Molly's not batting above 200 no more. And there is a fly to the warning track. And there's the second out. Look at this right there. Look at the bottom right here. Wow. You can see right here where the bases loaded, no outs thing was. And then it went way down since then.
2 quick outs. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
That's a called strike.
96 with movement. He gets ahead of him. Then the slider has dramatic break down and away from right-handed.
Dubon with a single over the first baseman. His hitting streak is now 14. Just like the same as number. His hitting streak is the same as the jersey number that he's wearing right now.
The pitch was a pretty good pitch. Sometimes you got to tip your cap to a hitter. Not every base hit's a mistake. And that was a good pitch.
Ryan Presley is ready in the bullpen. Looks like he will get the top of the ninth for the Astros. Alex Bregman, the battery zone for 3.
Breggy fouls that one off.
Will send up Dalton Varsho, Matt Chapman, and Danny Jansen.
That's a called strike.
Are you as confident in yourself as John Schneider and Pete Walker are you? He said, yeah. He said, I've always been that confident in my sinker. He said, now I'm that confident in my slider, too. And so he feels like he has become a much more complete relief pitcher, that he has 2 pitches. He really believes it. There's the
Slider. That's another single, back-to-back singles. We got Breggy at first and Dubon on second. And now Alvarez is coming up to bat. Please pull your pitcher, put in a lefty pitcher. Come on, please pull him. They're pulling him. They're pulling him. You know what this means? You know what this means? Wait, no, it's just a mound visit. Darn it. They're keeping him in. Darn it, the Blue Jays know the secret. I hate that they know the secret. They haven't pulled a pitcher for Alvarez. They should have. Every time they pull a pitcher to face Alvarez, Alvarez does really well, and they haven't done it. It's like they know. They know, and I hate the fact that they know. They're nervous. They need to. Come on. I wish they didn't pull him. They should have pulled him. They know better than put in a reliever on Jordan. I don't like that they know better, though. That's a called strike. It's a 1-1. Yeah, Simber's warming up, just like Jeff in the zone says, in the bullpen for the Jays. That's a ball way on the outside. It's a 2-1.
Here's a situation where Pop can use that new slider, throw it.
Not yet, not yet. Pop's still pitching for the Blue Jays. That's a ball 3-1. If the Blue Jays would have pulled Pop and put in a reliever, Jordan probably would have hit a huge bomb here. Because But they know better. They kept him in. Jordan typically hits relievers whenever he's the first batter that the reliever faces. Whenever you pull a reliever to face Jordan, it never ends well for your team. And they walked Jordan. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Abreu's coming up to. He's not a big power hitter right now. Doesn't have a whole lot of. Doesn't have any home runs, I don't think. But he does hit for contact, and he does get hit for average. No home runs, but a 256 batting average with a 293 on base percentage. That's called strike. That should have been swung on. That was that was a meatball pitch. Oh wow, that was a meatball pitch. Fouled that one off. A grand slam. We'll see.
I've said this for years that breaking balls are tough with good RBI guys like Abreu. Don't throw a breaking ball in the strike zone now. You can throw one out of the strike zone and get him to chase it.
Nothing should be too good here at 0-2.
Abreu, a blooper. There he is. That's going to score a run. We got the bond. Base is still loaded. An RBI single for Abreu. The Astros now lead it 3-1. 4-1. When did the second guy? I didn't see the second guy score. I really didn't. But a 2 RBI single. What did I say? I told you he's good. He doesn't hit them balls, but he gets on base. He gets them hits. Ooh. Thanks for being a good sport, Jeff. I actually mean it though. The fact that you're still here, thank you for stopping by. I know it's been a while. Thank you for stopping by. I really do mean it. Tucker, they're pulling the pitcher to face Kyle Tucker. Tucker doesn't have the same history as Jordan when it comes to pulling a pitcher for him. Man. A blooper. Lucky blooper. Dude can hit. He doesn't hit them bombs, but he gets them hits. Dude has pretty good batting average. Yeah, we don't always need a home run. We just need them nice hits. We just need them nice hits. Yeah, your outfield defense was so deep. Abreu can hit it deep. He just hasn't hit it over the fence yet. He's hit it deep center to where if he would have just hooked it left or right, it would have been a home run. I miss him a little bit. I miss him because of his glove and his home run clutchness. He was never, or not really never, but when it comes to Yuli, he was, especially the last few years, he wasn't so much of a hitter to where he wasn't the best hitter. He really wasn't, as much as Astros fans will like to sit there and try to tell you otherwise. Yuli was not the best hitter. He's not going to go up there, and he wasn't guaranteed a hit almost every time he gets up there. He was honestly a below average overall hitter for the most part. But dude was clutch. There's a entire compilation, minutes long, of him tying the game with his home runs. Not just tying with singles or doubles, just home run alone tying the game. Yuli was that kind of clutch hitter. He would miss a lot of swings. He would get out a lot. But then when he would come up, needed it the most, he'll get that hit. He'll bring in those runs. And the other thing we miss him for is their gold glove. He is a gold glover year in and year out. So I miss that. I'd say Abreu's an overall better. Tucker with a single to score. That should score another run. Alvarez running around. He makes it in time. The Astros extend their lead 5-1. Alvarez has had home runs. Yeah, but that's 2021, and that was a fluke year. That was a fluke year.
So many good things for the Blue Jays happen right up until the bottom.
Rangers are a bit too hot, but they're going to cool. Rangers are going to cool off.
Clutch hitting from the Blue Jays.
Here's Pena. Pena! Deep left field to the Crawford boxes. Gone on a home run. Pena with a 3-run bomb, making it 8-1. And this game is now all but over. This game went from a stressful game to we can actually sit back and relax. Who said? Oh, where is that? Hold on.
A 6-run bottom of the 8th. Well, you go back about 20 minutes, it's 2-1, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for the Blue Jays. At the top of the order now. It's a change in a hurry in the score.
Manager moves in Snyder. Pinch running for Kirk and Dusty going right to Brian Abreu. Top of the order with the bases loaded, and he slammed the door dramatically.
It's the looks like it's a 3-1 to was Jokes. 3-1 to Jokes.
2-2 now to count on Corey Jokes.
Oh, 2-2 on Jokes. Sorry, that was a 2-1. And Jokes strikes out. The inning's over, but we extend our lead. We get some nice breathing room. There it is. Jeremy Pena has got it going. Jeremy Pena saw, you know why Jeremy Pena hit that home run? It's because he saw this comment right here from Astros. You did this. You get what? You said that, and you had Jeremy Pena hit a home run. His home run is thanks to your comment right there. We're 3 outs away from victory now. 3 outs away. Not just 3 outs away from victory, but breathing room now. This went from very stressful to we got some breathing room. Not for a quick 1-3 inning. I wonder who we're gonna have come in to pitch. Yeah, I feel better now too. Let's get back and put our feet up. Yep. This is no longer on the edge of our feet. And thank you, Jeff, for stopping by. Jeff in his own. He is a friend of. He's a YouTuber friend of mine. Go subscribe to him and just show some support. Maybe watch one of his videos. Just leave a whole bunch of likes.
stopped by. He's a good YouTuber friend. Show him some love. He came by when his team was losing. He came by and he stayed through it. So go show him some love whenever this stream is over. If we can just we don't have to sweep everything, but if we could just keep doing this, like I said, first game, I'll take a 2-1 series. I'll take a 2-1. If we can just keep taking a 2-1, I'll be comfortable. We'll be good. If we can just keep taking the series like the rest of the month, 2-1, this would be great. That's a grounder. Dubon throws to Abreu.
Yeah, Murray, he's a good first baseman as well. Not only is he an RBI guy, but he made a good decision.
We have a bone to pick with the Braves, mostly because of this year right here, right? But it's not just the Braves. It was also the 90s. They were the team of the 90s. And the Astros had some pretty good teams in the 90s too. And I think the Braves were one of the teams that kept us from getting to the World Series in the 90s. And then there were a team that kept us from getting our second title in 2021. It took us an extra year to get our second title. The Braves just like to, hold us back, it seems like.
Yankees look like they have just beaten the Angels seconds ago in 10 innings. There's Kikuchi, who's in a good place right now. See what he does Friday night in Bronx. This one hit pretty well down the right field line.
Foul. Oh, okay, that was a foul.
Yeah, it is a final. The Yankees just defeated the Angels 3-2 in 10 innings.
405, we got our revenge. And in 2021 happened.
Pennsylvania with 3 more hits now, and Rasmussen had an outstanding outing. The Reds on 3 hits over 5 innings, and he struck out 7.
Puts the ball down low.
2-2 to count on Chapman.
George Springer had a pivotal at bat in that 8th inning and hit a rocket with right to Alex Bray for the 3rd.
That's another ball.
Talk about all the good things that happened, but
It's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. At least I think that is either that or it's a 2-2.
Luis Garcia was tough, but boy, you had a chance to win it late in the game.
And I think it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Foul off. Great news for us.
Springer hit the ball hard. He just hit it right at Alex Bregman. Then Fichette struck out. Guerrero hit a fly ball to center. And Ray got 3 huge outs.
Yeah, the Blue Jays are past. Hey, we played them tough. They are past that point.
Time for deja vu with the Rangers.
They expect to win. This guy's going to get a lot of playing time.
We haven't lost a division in a full 162-game season since 2016. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022. That's 5 years of a full 162-game season in a row where we were division winners. And only once in that time period did we go below 100, and that was 2021. We were 101, then 103, 107, 90 something. That was like 90. That's center. Jake Myers warning track right before the wall gets the out. 2 down. Presty's not happy with himself. That was on the warning track. Rangers are the only team we do have to. But the Rangers, I'm pretty sure, will collapse. they're starting hot, but they will collapse. Hot starts are nearly meaningless. Yeah, we got a dynasty to keep alive. We are ready to reign. Advertising Bregman right now with his number 2.
Yeah, he will. And like we said, he does so many things to help you win. He can steal a base. He can go first to third on base hits. He's got a lot of speed, and he's a good defender. And yeah, there's a lot.
People like to talk about how Alex Bregman, all he's known is the ALCS, but that's not 100% true because he did come up in 2016. His rookie season was 2017, yes, but he did come up in 2016. Kyle Tucker, Jordan Alvarez, all they've known are ALCSs. Jeremy Pena, all he knows is a World Series title. DeGrom got hurt. Oh, that's not. That ain't good. Blue Jays fans are up, standing, cheering on. They aren't giving up in the stands. They aren't giving up in the stadium. Never want to see a player get hurt. Let's go Blue Jays. That's another Blue Jays fans that's here even with the loss. Appreciate all of y'all who come by. You got this game. I like the enthusiasm. I do like the enthusiasm. You got to appreciate the enthusiasm here. You really do. Well, I hope it's just that. Never want to see a player get hurt. You got this game. I do like the enthusiasm. Never give up. I'm right there with you. You should never give up on the game. High up, right field, and Tucker gets it, and now the game is over. The Astros win 8-1. They take the series 2-1. Now they're once again one game out of 500. And now, if we could take 2-1 against the Braves, we will finally be back to 500. The Astros have gone up against two tough teams. Lost the series 2-1 against the Rangers. Won the series 2-1 against the Blue Jays. We don't play tomorrow because it's a Thursday, but we will play again on Friday. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Like I said, go give Jeff in the zone some love. Go subscribe. Go like his videos. And have a good one. I'll see y'all next time. And probably posting a video tomorrow about the whole DeGrom thing. Or not DeGrom, the whole Scherzer thing.